talk to you now about some of the slings that we use for our maxi lift and our Sarah lift. We'll talk about sizes, what slings are for what lift, and how to take care of them. So for both our maxi lift and our Sarah lift, we use the same brand. So the sizes are color coded. You know that this is a medium sling because it has a yellow trim on the outside. There's different colors for different sizes. So yellow, medium. Another example, you can see the green trim on the outside for this one. This is a large. You always want to make sure that you're using the size sling that is in the person's guidelines. That is absolutely necessary to keep them safe. If you don't use the correct size sling, then something can go wrong with the transfer and someone can get hurt. So always make sure you're using the size sling that's in their guidelines. So these maxi lift slings, they are measured kind of from the top of your head about halfway down your bottom. So, and in the top here, you also have these pieces, they're called stays, they're for head support. So there's two plastic pieces here that come out. When you wash the sling, you want to take these out, and when you're done, you want to put them back in before you use it again. So this is an example of a maxi lift sling. For our Sarah lift, we have a different sling. It goes around your waist kind of like a gate belt. We'll demonstrate that to you in a little while. You have padded pieces that go underneath the person's arms, and you have clips that go around the waist. You know that this is the side that goes against their body because it has a non-slip surface here, so that always goes against their back. These ones don't have stays, so you don't have to worry about that when you're washing these. You may also see in the houses a shower sling. Those are made out of mesh. Those are coated the same way as the rest of the slings, so we know this is a yellow medium. Those also have stays in them, so before you wash them, you want to make sure that you're taking the plastic pieces out. There's two of them, just the same way as the other slings. We never leave slings underneath people unless it's absolutely necessary, and that would be in their guidelines. The only sling that you might leave underneath someone is a shower sling. You would leave it underneath them while you're showering or bathing. One more example of a sling that we have is a toileting sling. This is used with our maxi lift. Whenever you use this sling, you need to make sure you have 2 staff, and it has to be in the person's guidelines in order for you to use this with them. This allows you to have them be up in the maxi lift and to be able to get their pants up and down if they're still able to use the toilet and they don't need to go onto a mat table with an attendant. So these have 2 holes in them. Their arms go through each of these, and they have padded supports underneath their arms. So all of our maxi lift and Sarah lifts attach to the lifts in the same way. So there's 4 clips here. You have 2 up at the top, and then you have 2 that are down at the legs. So there's 4 attachment points that go onto the lift. There's 4 clips here. So there's a larger hole and a smaller hole, and you're going to put it on the lift. You should feel resistance and hear a clip, and that's how you know that it's secure. If you get to a point where you're feeling like the clip is loose, you're not feeling resistance when it's hooking onto the lift, or if it's rattling around, you should not use that sling. It should be thrown away. The houses should have multiple of each size, so you always have a backup. But if you find that, you want to let your manager know right away, and so we can order you a new one. You also never want to use a sling that has any rips or tears in it, or if it looks like the seams are coming unsewn, you want to get rid of those slings because they're not safe to use. The way that you care for a sling is you're going to wash it in the washing machine on cold water. Make sure you take the stays out if it's a maxi lift sling, and then you're going to hang it to dry because you want to make sure it's not shrinking.